Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about one of our cats, Elizabeth, because over the last 2 or 3 months, she's developed some very strange habits. And we don't know where they've come from, there's no logical reason that she's started doing them, but they're definitely odd. In my lifetime, my family has had a ridiculous number of cats. I am talking crazy cat lady numbers, an abnormal amount of cats. And so I've had a lot of experience with them, and I've seen all the different and quirky characteristics and habits that they each have. But I have never had a cat with so many of those weird and quirky habits smushed together. Until now. Weird habit number 1 is just how fussy Elizabeth is over her drinking water. And some of you might be thinking, there, cats are fussy, it's not that unusual. Yeah, just wait a minute. These are Elizabeth's rules when it comes to water. First of all, the water in the water bowl must be very, 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 very fresh. Very fresh. I cannot put enough emphasis on that. For most animals, changing their water out once or twice a day is fresh enough for them. For Elizabeth, that water must be clean the moment she wants it. If that water has been sat out for 20 minutes, it's no longer fresh according to her. It is fresh, but not by her standards, so you have to go and empty it all out and refill it with completely fresh water for her to drink from. Now, if you take that fresh but not fresh enough water, empty it out and refill it with fresh water and give it back to her, and one of the other pets drinks from it first, it is no longer fresh and has to be changed out again before she will drink from it. Now, if that was where it ended, I'd probably be okay with it. It's just a fussy cat that wants really fresh water. Nothing weird about that, right? Except it doesn't seem to be about the freshness of the water. I know that completely contradicts what I just said, but if the water bowl is not cleaned out immediately, then she will go and find water from another source. And the water she will drink when her bowl is not clean is always dirty water. While you're in the shower, Elizabeth will insist on drinking the dirty water that is pooling around your feet. And we have a shower cubicle which closes with doors. And if you close those completely, she will sit outside scratching and meowing until you open them so she can drink that dirty, skin-filled, sweat-filled, horrible, end-of-the-day gross water. Blech. And if dirty shower water is not available, that's okay, because when I go out to water my plants, she is either going to drink from the water as it pools in the top when it's filled with soil, or she's going to drink from the water as it comes out the bottom of the pots, even more soily than it was in the top. I have had to stop using fertilizer on my plants for fear that she is going to drink it and become very sick, simply because apparently a better alternative to not fresh enough fresh water is dirty, scummy, horrible soil skin water. While some of this behaviour might be explainable through a cat's natural instinct to choose flowing water over still water for drinking, Elizabeth absolutely takes this to an unusual extreme. And just to add in even more weirdness, a couple of days ago somebody left the toilet lid up and I caught Elizabeth doing this. Yeah, she's doing exactly what you think she's doing. Thankfully, that water was clean. Phew. Weird habit number 2 is the way she holds her tail, because she doesn't hold it like a normal cat does, just up in the air or, gently sloped down behind them. No. She holds it either flat along her back or curled right round. And I want to make very, very, very clear at this point, this is not something she was born with. This is not something she has always done. This is not the result of an injury. Nothing has happened to her tail for this to happen. We made sure we checked every possibility for why she would be doing this. This is a habit she started doing just a couple of months ago. Bearing in mind we've had her for, it's going to be a year next week, I think. She's never done this until recently. But she suddenly decided, I'm bored of holding my tail like a normal cat. I'm gonna hold it like a complete weirdo. Weird habit number 3 is the way she wakes us up in the morning, and this one is a little bit cute, but also a little bit gross. So first thing in the morning, usually shortly after sunrise, Elizabeth will come into our room, she will leap up onto our bed, and often we're still asleep at this point, it's a few minutes before our alarm goes off, so she decides to replace the alarm by licking us. Licking our fingers, licking our feet, which that one just grosses me out big time, and just generally making contact between her tongue and our sleeping bodies. And this doesn't stop once we wake up. Nope, this continues for the entire time that we stay in bed. It will only stop once we get out of bed. So I don't know what to think about that. The really gross side of this is it probably can be explained by the fact that when you sleep, you sweat a lot, which means you wake up, you tend to have clammy hands, clammy feet, and this is probably what's causing her to lick us, because she likes the salty taste of morning sweat. Weird habit number 4, she eats rubber things. If it's made of rubber, it's going in her mouth. And finally, weird habit number 5 is Elizabeth's obsession with screens. Whether it's a TV screen, whether it's a computer screen, a phone screen, a tablet screen, it doesn't matter. If it's a screen, she is going to sit there staring at it and occasionally slap it with her paws. Now this can be slightly annoying, for example, when she changes your YouTube video that you're watching halfway through and then you can't find it again, but it can also be quite funny. For example, the time she tried to jump at our TV, not seeming to realise that it was a TV and the things weren't catchable, and she sort of cartoon face smashed into it. It was rather magnificent. So those are Elizabeth's weird habits that she has developed over the last 2 or 3 months. There's no real explanation for them, where they've come from, why she's doing them. She just is. This is the weirdest cat I have ever met. I love her, but she's weird. So now I've got to ask it, what are some of the weird things that your cats do? Please let me know, it will make me feel so much better about my little weirdo. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. You can also share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!